actually, let me just put it this way. We cannot, not I don't think, we cannot ever support anything religiously, politically, socially, culturally, that is opposed to the Quran and the Sunnah. Not in the capacity of LGBT politics or in the capacity of CVE or surveillance or some of the others. We can't support any of that stuff, any of it, any element of it that opposes the Quran and the Sunnah, right? So the idea is, how do you live the Quran and the Sunnah in the public space? And if you're in a society, a pluralistic society, you're going to have to work with people who hold differing beliefs and differing viewpoints than you. So what that means is that I think that it's important for us to demonstrate. And this is what I'm actually writing an article right now on interfaith versus multi-faith. We formed a coalition here in Dallas called Faith Forward Dallas, and we called it a multi-faith coalition rather than an interfaith coalition. So I'm actually writing an article for Religion News Service on the difference between multi-faith and interfaith, and how we can really encourage people. Look, come to the table, be yourself, be who you are. You're a Christian, you're a Jew, you're a Muslim, whoever you are. You don't have to compromise your religion. Like, we don't have to start mixing liturgies and prayers in order to be a healthy cooperation, right? So what we're looking for is that everyone has their particularities. We certainly have ours as Muslims, right? As Orthodox Muslims. So the question becomes, what's a healthy table to be at? Yeah. And the way that I generally try to define that is that the issues should be very specific. So we are here right now to work on police brutality. Police brutality is the issue. I'm on a task force right now, that is actually putting forth very specific demands to change policing in America. Whoever else is at that table for that issue, I'm not carrying the baggage of everything else they carry, because right now this is the issue. And so I think it's important for us to work on issues and be very specific to the issues that we're working on. That doesn't mean seeking problematic alliances. That means that there are inevitably going to be times that if you're going to be effective in society and work on these specific issues, whether it's homelessness or poverty or policing or racism or healthcare, whatever it is, right? That there are inevitably going to be people at the table that are not going to agree with you on a lot, and you're not going to agree with them on a lot. So what's important for us is stick to the issues, be unambiguous about where we stand on our own identity, and not to carry out or not to carry on the baggage of everyone else, and then to find that place of harmony and coexistence that's important, inshallah ta'ala, for us all as we're living in these societies. So we should create frameworks, and I think that's what's going to help us navigate through. And that's what we need, people who love their deen and who also want to see a place for their deen, working together to try to figure out, how do we navigate these very, very gray areas where we're inevitably going to make mistakes. How do we navigate the gray areas with a sense of love and mutual concern with one another? I want my brother or my sister that's passionate about this issue to succeed, and not to fall to the pitfalls what so many Muslim activists have fallen to, where they ended up championing issues that are not okay for us to champion. Yeah. I don't want my Muslim brother or sister that's kind of on the edge to feel like, well, this is the only way to be effective right now in the public square. Yeah. No, we pull you back and let's say, okay, you can be Orthodox, an Orthodox Muslim, a Muslim who abides by the Quran and the Sunnah in the fullest sense, and not have to fall to those pitfalls. You don't have to go that far. You can stay here. You can craft a meaningful space for yourself. And we wouldn't be the first community to do that. There are other religious communities that have crafted a very meaningful space for themselves, that they have not fallen to the left or the right schism, right? They are who they are. And as Muslims, we should be leading the way, inshallah ta'ala, of not being uncritically Republicans or Democrats, left or right. But instead, just living Islam, right, in the fullest sense, and having an authority when we speak on issues because we're present on the issues that are of importance to society.